This will ensure that Ghana enjoys stable electricity.
One of the major problems that was affecting our fight against corruption was political interference.
Yensomo info nyina kwaba ebiem emra jumade so after say His Excellency John Mahama enena ban omode 1 city levy eto petro so no enkomo bebre ene koso ewo oman Ghana mu afenasi yeba be di honkomo na bibia aye kama eno achi chama Wontumi ene iyo konsensem ensem bebre ene free won so eba afa president His Excellency John Mahama or ensem bi atudwa ensem ba ya wen ensem fofo bi ne aboabo no a yene ni nyina ebre aifo na afi no eba be di nkomo nti mesafo se monye bre na money yentina badansa na commander ebe se dwumadie na se no
okay
ebe se ekwa this video eba
okay
Dr. Machopoku prempe Napo or ensem bi atudwa after set chama Wontumi yokofo eman bill no and say Napo video yi trending
of course
ntu de ketwa bi yentie mra ekoba abusia yebeto aso
se BBC abujari kofobi anim say ene kra be ko NIB
what happened there
wo frame se me bu akonta no ma bi me cheche mu me ntibi kasa me nko mako pray no kra
ene akontembo na wo NIB no me twini nya about try akontembo na obu wo NIB no is it about tamana wo Ministry of Education and as no wo Energy Ministry
the Ministry of Education so better me ni ka go ka mre fi mo twini and now be that kai so to kai say Ministry of Education the oye bia fie 9 over kai dia na dey it's na you work true for you wo akrachi for sabi brody beka say we keep records it's the name dey beka you say we are boni say what do I say call first and then just what did
okay
I was say yen na yetu ho abo afori ayaya man say I say dey bia meka so the shoe trim say from until that tinne and our bema it's na uni abe it is onya nyame boa na onya abe musia oye bibia no adwe hu mienu yensa no adwe hu say ne tsabe ni abe mu a ne ka say me bu hu akunta metimi ana minti say untimi a na ayede kutia anya di kani esi wagala say afro bu so bu akunta
Dr. Machopoku prempe Napo
of course
and say ono so jetum say accountability no e wo say eye dwuma
of course
enti e de be na sia chama Wontumi nko case no de akoy bebre sa
wa right we de ma me na wase na me nchahwefo na ye sha se ni nkomo mfi ho right how the difference between nsema ya ka say ebi mo the party achichire o manim ena o mayi no kura si nchen ena o ma say o mo nka no kura ena e wo mo so ajetum say this is the reality yemfa reality nya dwuma reta obetimi ahete Napo obetimi aba say o mpe na passem eno wo ho but reality ne say Napo try to be a statesman or kind of crash without party issues reta wa call NIB Oma investigate no nsem o mako bisa no yi ano ade na no dey unspark a lot of controversy
me problem is say chama Wontumi case say NIB for national security for course o mo kwache no me no mienu na ye nimu ekosi say ofre radio so a na oyesa His Excellency John Mahama empenasem no eno na ma asem ne ye he it is a chama Wontumi anya sa enka me no mienu nka ye be say that one asem
ko bi ante ho asabi because Microphone ye o medwuma no omo twere krata ma omo twere krata no omo mfa meto abonten mum na mo leaky documents no ena NIB for so be chete say de oka no omo anya hu dedi wo mum na obe ye hu dedi enti ko omo be frɛ ena akọ na akọ yi nsama no wie na akọ ofia anka obi ante ho asem but problem ne say e she obi tirimu say opese odoje accountability pepe ye no kredi e wo say ye adwuma o manu o se ompe onu anim se wadi bone enti odroje se de ebe ya obetima droje nti no ye mane no oje de a eni obedede na ade na escalate
asemi kwa waka asema ma na si asem so onu anim se wabokro no enuntu na ye frɛ na ɔno nso ka cha Ghana fo nyina sɛ Ghana fo mɛgye but then ebia Dr. Matopoku prempedie
of course
ɔno anim sɛ the right thing no yɛ enti NIB fo frɛ na no wakɔ ɛna wakɔ yi nsɛm no
right na ponam fie na fo kɔ no wa me de say ya invite no na ba mfa krata na meto abonten say wonya invite say o meyi nsema no na po serve as education minister na po serve as energy minister right enti na po kura na say ye ka e beka say okwa a anka hu bewom obe de because various ministries are oye adwuma ho no na eho nsem ho pa but o feel so much okay or you so much confident to say ayemra e was okọ no kogu akonta okogu akonta obi anhwe na po na onsia no right na po de emeya na po image yeah yenyi hu ye 2024 general election asay na image was shown in no image papa but obey the
quick one yeni nkomo ho fro because nkomo we no Ghana for interest e wo ho pa every before no so e bisa questions bebre say etoya His Excellency John Mahama ne ato force ne NDC aban ere ato petro so no akwa te say levy but then yenko tie nsem a ato force ere tudwa e wo parliament na ekoba abusua enkomo ne nyina wa ha commander ere ne nyina e banti mesew se gibre na ene yentina because ensem ho papa
energy sector legacy debt and to stabilize power supply. Mr. Speaker, the power sector is the biggest economic and fiscal risk we face presently. It could lead to a major crisis if we fail to confront it head-on. The challenges in the energy sector are quite enormous, emanating from debt, shortfalls, insufficient gas, and inefficiencies. The total energy sector debt as at end March 2025 stands at $3.1 billion. This amount includes amount owed to independent power producers, state-owned enterprises, fuel suppliers, and fuel suppliers. Right, Honorable Speaker, as a result of non-payment of bills owed to ENI and Car Power, the World Bank IDA guarantee of $512 million and GMPC guarantee of $120 million were completely drawn down in the year 2024. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, the government is required to find an additional $632 million to restore these guarantees. Mr. Speaker, a minimum of $3.7 billion is needed to clean up the overall energy sector indebtedness for us to have a clean slate. Right, Honorable Speaker, Ghana's electricity sector has experienced a significant shift over the years, with the country now heavily reliant on thermal power generation to supplement the hydroelectronic sources. The cost of liquid fuel to power the thermal power plant is not included in the current electricity tariff build-up, resulting in a significant revenue shortfall for the procurement of liquid fuels. According to the PURC, an inclusion of the cost of liquid fuel in the price build-up will lead to an increase in electricity tariffs by at least 50%. Government considers that this would have a significant negative impact on firms and households, and so this cannot be an option. Mr. Speaker, in the year 2025, the government will require an additional $1.2 billion to procure essential fuels for thermal power generations alone. Mr. Speaker, the power sector risks imminent collapse if these unsustainable debts are not resolved, particularly given that the fiscal cannot accommodate the financial needs of the sector. Right, Honorable Speaker, to help raise additional revenue to fund the needs in the power sector, government is proposing an increase in export price of petrol, diesel, and related products. The impact will be absorbed by the gains made from the strong performance of the Ghana cedis. The Speaker, I repeat, the impact will be absorbed by the gains made from the strong performance of the Ghana cedis. And this will mean that consumers will not have to pay extra for the price of petrol and diesel beginning today. Right, Honorable Speaker, our simulations suggest that that there will be no increase in the export price of petrol and diesel in the next window beginning today if the levy is imposed. This is because of a strong Ghana cedi. Right, Honorable Speaker, the levy will serve as a dedicated source of funding to the power sector, and the proceeds will be earmarked for the procurement of essential fuel for power generation. The Speaker, this will ensure that Ghana enjoys stable electricity.
Okay, Commander.
Yeah, Director.
At to forcing.
Of course.
And this year by.
Yeah.
I want 14 come my kingdom.
Of course.
Sir, omucha levy mono. And omode sato ya ba.
Yeah.
I want 14 come, but digesting some mami young woman seminim.
Well, Director, wait, you say a very interesting issue and a appropriate Ghana for 80 corona. Obviously, Robin Peter to pay Paul and NDC 4 years.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Peter. No, this Ghana come up Paul. Some corona. Director, this issue, yeah, Parliament a passing energy sector bill, no, yeah, amendment bill. Yeah, a year 1 cedi per petroleum product biano.
Yeah.
Or 1 liter. Yeah, the 1 cedi act to swap. Yeah, they quite solve energy crisis. A year doing so.
Oh,
now in some way, no. And a lot of allegations and a but baby, I'm a person who says if you need. Director, we can ask him, you say, oh, kaka, oh, a choke, also boxing. And he found out on Sabekata. Obekata or kaka and also Bekata.
Oh,
Director, light in a doom, a person solve. In another way, the tax from so bar at the Ahochereba, the Hina solve. Director, issue in I say, amendment bill yabe, according to Ghana Statistical Service, any energy ministry, almost say you had cut $3.7 billion our energy sector.
And only a car. And I'm not going to Kufuado, and I'm buying bottle.
Yeah, ministry way ababeto. Now aside that, you know, I feel way fuel was a yet talk. A different one on the banana, yet a power a terminal plant. Now yet me generative power, a bit must supply light. I'm at the whole Ghana light in the generation. Yeah, petrol and as a fuel, a person $1.2 billion. It is all the 3.7. Let's just say, and I'm $4.8 billion and a car. You hear Sika immediately. And then what you man. The writer say, I can't see a cobo busia. Young himself, Bosia Bob Brebene Kahubi, and a seed in a hot and cough. Okay, do just say, I can't see a quack of Bosia. And the above solve the energy problem now. Yabusia Bonabacos, Yabusia Bonabacos, and the Ampa. Young now share jet to say, we see a year Bonnie Brebewam and a young castle, said the Abaya or Mino. You bet my dear when you are running the country on our own. In the first place, Miss say Abana G and say, Bosia Bonnie, it should be out. You did home command that. But right after that, you know, and now man phones with Jim Commerce say, I didn't care condemn say taxes be on Ghanaians that they are hot and to say, we taxes need be free home. That's still would be Saba, a hot crona, and I was had it 2 years. The right Momo Casano, I agree with them. Me know we are say, no taxes in the dorswa, a hot so, but problem in you. The writer, so share in January 2025. Na ye koko fuel bia obi a liter no na around 16 cedis.
Oh yeah,
from 15 to 16 cedis. And na obi atua enti na abaye normal to Ghanaians say fuel prices no ejira best 16 cedis nti to Ghana fotim say Ghana de yentimi nsan koye yentimi tete niam so biem nti ye pa aban a obeba bebi a prices ni gina no obe maintain no ya entimi nkosuru biem nti from 16 cedis no and aban na ba wetima reduce ade no because of exchange rate. I'm at the bedroom around 12 cities thereabout. It is a 1 city where they come one. Let's just say at the end of the about 13 cities. It is a year 1 liter 13 cities there. Now the two in January 15 to 16 cities for 1 liter. Let's just still buying a lot of burden every so because time one. Mampeni shine. Yeah, now or see obeka 11 mono. Now ye top fuel no around 16 cities. This a 1 city in Beka one. You bet 2013. Still 11 other taxes now okay no. Let's just say yes simple calculations are. Baby are not the end down. It's what it. 1 city now MA 13 no. Earlier car no anti exchange rate now mafoma. Anka 1 city no anyhow nemu. You bet 16 for 1 liter.
Next week, we are still na sanshim.
Right, the next still on.
Ama yes, I am for so bad 3 Ghana cities.
Do one you say still we are 7 about 3 Ghana cities. And a light in the issue no. Right, you need to go baby at the cost of. And this you be save 1 cedi no. Instead of sending you be save 4 cities. You save 3 cities. near the one seed na solve electrical issues na ye one na obi drive ne car kodru adwuma ma na light ko off ontimi nya adwuma obi kodru fie a wabre okwa koda na light ko off say ni bakro na abeka se anka light ye ma na tua even 10 cities anadwo no na light no aba on na watua 10 cities anka obetua ama light na gina so why not paying the one city na light ni gina so
ana we kwa no e wo se ehu bibi se levy na amanfo de compare we no yɛmfa ne sɛ levy no na ɛyɛ Ghanafoɔ nyinaa
of course
even ɛhiafoɔ kwa na ɛyɛ sika kɛseɛ nti memfa ne sɛ ɛhiafoɔ na levy no na ɔmu tua but here is the case at this time no wɔn mo use cars ɛna one city no yɛbɛtia film ɛhiafoɔ sɛ na wɔ man Ghana mu a ɔmu use cars you get it but sɛ na levy no mobile money no the whole Ghana for nyina no
ka obia
eka omu nyina but I use the case we say no escafo because onye skani a onko toka nti we toka 1 billion yes we top petrol no nka beto ni 16 cities but petrol number 12 cities na afa no yes ye the 1 city ba be ka ho ne the 1 city no akwa akobo ye energy wo bra I think senka e normal kaka but when so bi so be ka say here ni no so fro trotro
here ni fro trotro but assembly ni say yenya 1 cedi neje na petrol ni prices na en reversing ko 16 na eda no
na we say no okay say aban no nka say case ka no yes say ba betutu
aban no nka say obetu because already so bi be ka say en it say case ka no en sign cost because na aban no say yet so en sign cost ra yen tie say fuel no na around 16 cedis en ji say yes 13 cedis no 1 cedi na be come na 13 e so de a as a country yen nwene hu mienu say en yenya 1 cedi neje now exchange rate no enko back to baby and that 14-15 cities na fuel no en rising ko 16 cities and now say yemfa ne mre 39 nei 1 cedi ka ho abedru no na exchange rate ni nyina 10 fuel no mo 13 na at the end of the day yenye sika solve energy crisis no said ye be ya anadwo po adwuma kofi a ubetima ada onu aduane a ensei o bie wadwuma na o wakese ne kwa ombenya light e de ye adwuma
na we kwa no say energy sector omantimi an solve problem na NDC aban be ko position because one ba ye na say e be hwa oh yes light na dum Mahama dum so na ba o Mahama dum so na ba o Mahama dum so na ba o ti Mahama say o tete asikafo no wona yisu ka no wo to mo 1 city sikani de obetima tua nti wo te sikani ni 1 city no de aba solve me no hiafo no
of course
light no o de aba solve am ni enya light adema
of course
I think say a sound kakra but ni mo bi so adwen
obia wo ne idea minim say enye obia ne be ne de and say nipa no enye ne da mene ne ya adwen in some way or when feelings but assembly ne say rather say ye hwe conditions are na yewum now the current condition who are there are a lot of young guys on which levy etua betting tax but this time on dua no and the same person no oni car but omo car no so entiase say a commercial cars any private cars in this a commercial car no or use fuel na autono daily okoto 1 liter bi obeto ni 16 no said 1 city can ho na be man light na o 13 instead of 16 na right meaning say every reasonable person bi abetiase but baby aban no problem ni right after say aban na titi sika annually afebia no aban benya 5.6 billion Ghana cedis enti say e twaso say ya meaning say e was aban nya a lot of income or the best solve problem no enti say aban gigi sika ni hwie na light ni problem no an solve na ye why be one sister light ni ko off
eno de
you ko admana light ni ko off
eno e ba betra aka
right na kire say aban na ko economy no because waje ya 1 cedi adi and a light no so I want to solve problem no but in this situation I nyina to me say aban no am a standard of living e ba fam kakra no but we should agree yentimi nkoje bosi am solve problem no but aban no is up to omwan kasa say sa problem we enyi omunsem say je omunsem a the right yenim say omoye the right thing problem na aban no say solve obi ani sika e buru so obi ni botom sika de be maye nti yesay ya ni be ye na mum so omuchi sika ni wie na problem na solve a brother eno de ye ne omo enche ni yi
commander no wa digest ade no ti mesai for say oso adwenche no na odi ato comment section ho na bibia ai kama oni anya adwen a onso chimo ho na bibia enkoye baran yanko his excellency John Mahama homra or in Zambia to the Ekoba.
One of the major problems that was affecting our fight against corruption was political interference. The anti-corruption agencies were not allowed to do their duty without being interfered with by the political elite. And there was a clear case in point when the special prosecutor came and said that the president had called him and asked him to stop a certain investigation, and the Minister of Finance had gone to his house to try to influence him to stop the investigation into the Ajapa, we call it the Ajapa deal. And so clearly, I mean, in the past there was an effort to interfere with the fight against corruption and restrain some of the anti-corruption agencies from doing their work. I have told the public and assured my Attorney General and Minister of Justice that I'm not going to interfere in their work, and that if the anti-corruption agencies go after anybody, I'm not going to try and influence them to drop any investigation against anybody, both for those who served in the previous regime, many cases of which we are currently investigating.
Okay, Commander.
Yeah, the writer.
His Excellency John Mahama.
Of course.
Operation Recover All Loot.
Yeah.
Fight against corruption.
Of course.
Quick one, young woman.
The writer. Mampeni di nkomo pa. Na political interference ya mampeni ka ho asem no.
Oh.
Eno ene die gina bebia ene yeda so gina. In all sectors. Na we die nkomo ni about corruption.
Yeah.
But say fa other sectors ya. Obia ni ye be ya adwen say every single sector be a work and bia no. Politically interference koso ema hinder developments ema adwuma wose ye no entumi nye.
Oh na obia di bone obia wi oman ni sika police fo akofa no. Na politicians be top politicians so.
Yeah.
Oh where you me boy munyana. Where you say me munyano. Let me tell you say. Now no ya chicha ma Wontumi.
Yeah.
Hwe de na mpipifo yi.
Yeah, Roger, chama Wontumi sui. Si ya do no an example for mampeni komo ya wodia. Obia ni clearly say emranema kwan say security agencies no every right to be as on by invite obia almost suspecting say we involving itself in crime and as corruption. Right, you invite chama Wontumi. You are detaining him. He's not the first person and only the last person. Politically among forces who say politics and a abiding play into woman they want to interfere in the duties of the security agencies. A whole lot of controversies. Now a parliament. Parliamentarians are sitting. I just sitting allowance. No say from just because of political interference. Trim to the extent say partisan issues every single thing biaka. Right here can mampeni cite example. OSP adwuma wo yi. Ye nyina da bia ye blame OSP say adwuma na wo ye ne yenhye da hu so. But say utie mampeni nkoma wo dia ye nyina nso ye a witness to that ya. Ye nim say and another kokufuado. OSP na a lot of issues are all investigating. Emananado e ka kire ne say on dropping some of the issues onya mu to ho. Eni say or trust investigating. But you think say another yi OSP a share assembly assembly me pese me hwehwem de hu no kra ewum de our point e won say assembly me mpese obato hwehwem biem we don't have interest in it e na OSP be but OSP will have to drop assembly no na onya into ho until at the end of the day obi bokro no a ehye trimu say politically ni party ni be interfere omo be shield no obokro no na dwie na wa diska no party ni be interfere no ma shield no said ye be ya obenya kwati kwan bi no kwatre fiade ne sika and that is why kenoforiata oni eguso twa enei otimi ko gira court say yemra OSP from declaring him wanted ade achia na ne lawyer so ababonten na oka a whole lot of issues actually because a political interference e shomutirim say they can interfere to save omonkrofo but assembly say omani be ya it's up to politicians and say omobeti say politics say the kwatwi kasema e kire amanyo ye oman but omo de omo say ye oman omo intentions are clear yenko bokro yen fidi ye ho na yen fidi nkrofo edi ati said ye be politically ye be strong na yen future generations no omonso ba bedi oman so that is the only idea shen nkrofo tim say yan change sadie no from all sectors ya oman enye ye oye timi chi obi kokot they said na o example no wo ho na call from above police ni CID ni a asemo ne se no ba ka kirim so order from above say yenyi ni pa no nko Doctor say any sudden and chenye me commend president me mona baso say also no he will not interfere in any investigations past administration any current administration yes show be asemu a on fa no hunchi very good
yewie na yemfansi adan yenkotie entertainment prefect oman Ghana entertainment prefect yewan
Oyando
after say ye chama Wontumi no on is every tuda na sansam no na akofa nsem bebre aba Oyando chama Wontumi 8 enya botre na ye enjoy ne
Paul Yando ekasa ema NPP wa Ashanti region osan ye aid to chairman Wontumi Paul akwa abete san
Obi me to bro
na ye kase wakodu Kumasi ana
Obi abe na me bobo me ho abe free ha na me tiri ja chairman hota
oh okay and the chairman that's one kan ha
ai o ha
na enra yeyi no na ye hwe videos no ase na chairman aye very weak utimu se ase nhyeda nkoye eden no ka kire mo se eto no wo inside ho
Obi dey kai pa me fa atudake se pa emma wa bo modern papa na you said ya gadia mekano democracy ayafa to ya mutu se be ko nanim na ajihin ewo ye maimu na obia so benya ahotoso ewomu a ehia pa se ye nyina no ye beboa na eho asem bia no yetimi aka ama na wie peyo obi waya de nyame obeshira no omai da wasi papa and then ya wokai no finally the battle has ended freedom no wanya ba na kunumpie so ayeye nyina ya dia obi da wasi na the said ya obi say ya ye nyina no enra yehu bie ewo mu no mo de se mu hu wo TV so me de na me gina ne nche pa tema hu wo say ya yokofo ko mu kuna mayo Obi yokofo nko mu kuna maye
sa
oh na wa hwe obi hwe chairman nine pa o pega te dia entimi enye wi no ne nsa ne hu wo so say ya eti benko eti wo di fa ko hwem ama ne fa ma ne humu ta no a obi die be na obenya wo mu eti be na obenya ewi ase ye be eti benko an ye ya e wose ye de ye nua tutanku we mu de ne fa wo ha mu te ma Wontumi ampa na no wo so se ya wo de se na mo hwe wo TV so mi de mi gina ne nchen ne nan ne nsa mina wo so ta na me koye Wontumi kran traffic o se po me sisi me ma donko oh obi ya di papa na bro ya di na bro
na o se eden se o ma na aduane ani anas eden no mo de ye no eden no ka kire mo o se den no mo de ye no inside
the idea no there won share dan kan specifically
okay
but me no mienu ye hunu a ti say dia wo hu ye a wo bisa hu asemi me dey na me tin nchen kese am say de ne ko share down blow bi mu te say o wo dey say en wo puntunu ho a oh obi ya on ka chai on ka deporte no a ye dey here no there but ne sem kayem ne body language ne wo no ankasa senia o de sesia bibia no atesa every time
na ye report bi say ono aka say oko hunger strike in the only di eno na ma na ye mres anana
obi say arewo say yokofo edane ne maame dane ne papa dane ne yire dane na busu apani ena omo na say omo ko na ni baabi e wo na obi arewo say wo a minimum what chime kwa boni so say ya kwhye dem wo de aduane so bre na wo de ade akatakata wani mo bi wan ka bedi omo dia kata omo na yokofo no minimum amra mo sa ayi no a wo mo ne won kasa o omo ne won kasa na omo ba omo dia kata omo anim enti wo do odi aduane na ebre no wakata na anim enti ebede no wadi enti for 6 days na keep no obi papa ya ndidi o when did na aduane dia say ya switch all the way o ti ase aduane ya switch all the way enti ko mu ku na maye hwede amaye chairman hwede waye chairman pa ne ho wusu se ya na ne nan edie banku
na enne oko party office no ukoja no
mantima oko party office obi na me wo etira ye hwe atoto ne ma wo ne fie
oh okay ba se oko party office no wa lively kakra o na asa
na obi for the cameras dey obeye bibita be se kra se wa ye wo peja nta ho no se no atamisi ye bi ehun die ko wie
alright boy under the obekunipa it not just say no na for the camera enko yes
oh say o pese amanfo nya confidence say ayeye kakra ba mi na enu anwumre ye ne tira ti akọ anopa me sa akọ ho kọto no de ebia na ode ba party office obi eye o ti na me bo abato say asemi wadi atira me ehun de akọ wie o ti ase charges no so aye de abo no so no wo yi ano o ti nsem bia ebisa ne bia no wo kan se cars ya o se cars na ye ne dia ti do ti ne car ira no na ne ho eye ne dia e na bosia no so waje na bosia no so no oni bank fo no na wo transaction o ti ase ansa na money laundry no so mo ka no so no mo freeze account no o so mo freeze my account eti de wo mu amu feel say eye illegal money abroni crow se wan crow de betu mu a mimi yiye no omo nkyere na onu so onyia no eti wo be hu say at the end of the day no eye mafia work bia na ye no akeke o ti ase because some am okay what has happened to anti money laundering ayina wo bank wo no obi dika kesi ekotuma bank eyifo no atimi ni cross checking ni di nkomo ansana ya waye sa nyema nti mo purchase all this one na samra no according to them want one dey apply one so afa ni apply wo wi ati mu ana ya
meaning say sa questions ni nyina deputy agent ne beka say nsem way na ye toto na no wo ho no chese na no kre omubusa no mayi ni nyina no
o ya no on say of course CID ho no omo so ya galamse
yes
what me nya galamse me paper me di adwuma ni what say omo say work of forest reserve akoye what me nko mu omo say work of ensu akose what mu evidence amako say ensu obi a mo famra papa ni innocent o obi chema Wontumi ye innocent just that we MPP ni wo do MPP eti e fanem forward time ene awon hie mu but ewiase mu ayewei ewiase mu a obi yewei otini ni na mane e dotso eti awrade ye ni free ni nyina
mu ba deputy agent ka say nioma no mu investigating on ba kon so ye fraud ne so so mu busa na
there be fraud wa fraud why
sana na deputy agent
it's Bobby baby e de wa kwose no de ensema kase ni de ehu ene e beka to usu o ti ase baby e mu ne kwaya ya fa no e de na kwa kwose o ya nkata ansem na hu na nkrofo a e beka se na o ade ketewa we na wachi nipa kwose muta e na ade we kakraka ato ne so eti o ti akeka de ehu ni nyina no e to no so tene e be ya hu be ya nkrofo ahi but me catch you say Chairman Wontumi say the new person nyema mo kafa no hunyina no at the end of the day obehu ne say enye no kre
very well enti okachiro mo say omo so onsan mra ho bie wa na anan de onkan
eno so onkan ba obeka akobie
okay
obeka de wakobie but he is ready to show up ane day bia no omo be frɛ no eno so na ya no say obi ono ananti akosi ID ho de eye den na mo fa kwamboni so say echi no kwache baabi sa because mo frɛ no time bia no a obeba oye law abiding citizen a ombumra so na obumra so o ti ase obumra ejimradi into hadenti na mo be ni say
in the uka MPP for na kase saa nneoma we ye ekoso nyina no mo document ya to ho na daachi bi MPP cyber power bi wa mo nso mo ne NDC for no be chia yam uka omo a e wo saa adwen ne ho
obi so we dey obvious to omo testimony na omo trotro no yeah look over there all he omo dey the mattress and the go gu am o ti ase mattress they dey time to mo we omo dey mosquito net this omo to aka won sure
na je wono say yemfa nche no mining tumpon ko enim de unim yemfa nche
obi nyete yenum yemfa nche o na wo sheda susu di bone e ma unu afa ho hihia mu te ya enye sei na ne ye fe no o ti ase enye sei na ye nyina bilibu se e wo se ekono pa wo de fa ho de a ne ne ye nyina so ne yemfa ho bi o ti ase ye nya fa ho na ye draw a ne ne ye nyina no e be du da bi ne nyina ati ase so ya ye ho ache ya be de ye nko civil way no na mo ye nyina
Poliando ye da se na fufuo no e wasa oba na still amedi ukodi o why
obi let do as papa once more working and now okay and that's what you say you mean business
oh yeah I mean
obi wan ha men connect
mate
na me nim say Wednesday when you message you want to the fufuo man ni ya say me fu bedwa
ochina wia
ya fan share Wednesday be 12 mo ya we then 12 to 1 mo
12 here why yeah 12 here
Wontumi nko obi me wa
mate minso why